All right, y'all, let's keep it 100, all right? Let's stop with the excuses and give Andy Ruiz the credit that he deserved. Because I'm seeing channels really making videos after videos try to give AJ the benefit of the doubt that how he lost his fight against Andy Ruiz. Now, there's nothing wrong pointing out the problems prior to him going into that ring against Ruiz Saturday night. But the fact is that at the end of the day, it was his decision to get his ass in there, knowing that he had many problems, whether it was psychological, whether it was physical, you name it. It was his decision to get in the ring. It was his decision, and he got his ass beat systematically. And that's something he's going to have to live with the rest of his life. All right. Now, AJ, which I commend, by the way, did not make any excuses at all. All right. He took the loss like a man, like a champion should. He's going to have to learn from his mistakes. Now, he's going to have to really correct them in the immediate rematch, which I still believe it's a very, very terrible idea, because I just can't see how he can make these significant changes in a short period of time. Because if you look at it, 6 months is not really enough time to prepare for a style like Andy Ruiz, especially the deficiencies from a defensive and offensive standpoint that Joshua has. Let's be real. It's very, very little time, okay? So I'm still seeing excuses, seeing these, other stuff coming out saying that he was jet lagged, he was food poisoned, which is very bizarre to me. I mean, look, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a history lesson. Sugar Ray Leonard, when he fought Marvin Hagler, before he fought Hagler, going into that fight, he had a terrible training camp. All right, there was, rumors and there was information coming out that he was getting beat up, battered by southpaws in sparring. Okay, he wasn't 100% going into that fight against Marvin Hagler, and he still won the fight. Okay, Wilder himself didn't have a good training camp when he fought Luis Ortiz, and he still won that fight. Just give you an example there, all right? So at the end of the day, the bottom line is that no fighter is going to walk out of training camp at 100%. I don't give a damn what they say. They can say, "Oh, I had a great training camp. I was 100% going in." No. They never 100%. Why? Because sparring is far more difficult than going into that ring that night against your opponent, because you got to go through grueling sessions. You got to fight all these different styles, all these different guys whose power, their power capacity could be vast for one another. You name it. But the fact is that, guys, please give Andy Ruiz the credit that he deserves. He was a better fighter that night. And from a stylistic matchup, he's a better fighter than Anthony Joshua. And that's probably why some of you can't even grasp upon that realization that your guy lost to a way better fighter from a technical standpoint. Ruiz is. He's just a better fighter. Plain and simple. Now, that's not to say that Joshua can't beat him in a rematch. But again, if he can beat him in the rematch, he's going to have to make some major significant changes, in which I can't see that being done in 5-6 months' time. I just can't see it. So other than that, this is a short video. Let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out. Peace. Oh, another thing before I go. Mind you, people, Andy Ruiz took the fight against Anthony Joshua on a 3-week notice, in case people do not know. Or they have selective memory, as you want to call it. This is a guy who was coming off a win against Alexander Demachenko on a PBZ card a week prior to that, him accepting the challenge in the terms against Joshua. All right. How do you guys know that he didn't have a good training camp going in? All right, because 3 weeks is a very, very, very little time to prepare against a guy who's a top of the food chain, as you want to call it, as the heavyweight champion of the world, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, who's one of boxing's biggest stars. So you can't say that, if you're going to apply the same standard and give Anthony Joshua the benefit of the doubt that what you guys are doing, okay, trying to make all these excuses for him, then you got to take into consideration what Andy Ruiz probably could have went through. All right. So, yeah, that's about it, man. I'm out.